And that's my issue with all these people is they're trying to move the goalpost and making you think that your faith is not the qualifier that indicates you're obedient, but in fact, it's a lot of these false criterias that these people have. Some people say you got to cut off your hands, gouge out your eyes. That's obeying the truth.
It's not, I believe you exist, Jesus. I believe you died on the cross. It's more than that. To believe on him is what he said in his word. Mm-hmm. When he said, hey, if your right hand offends you, chop it off.
Yeah.
What he's saying is, look, you guys, if you love me, obey me. It's that.
When Jesus says, if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off, or if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out, we know he's talking to people under the law, and he's raising the stringency of the law up to show the impossible standard of a person being able to keep it. The radical avenue that one would have to take to deal with sin, cutting off body parts, gouging out eyes. We know that Jesus is talking about the law in Matthew 5 because he's talking about sin. He says, if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out. If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. And sin is transgression of the law, and the law is not of faith. So Jesus is dealing with a particular mindset with people under the law, that he was born of a woman, born under the law, and he came to speak to them that were under the law to show the stringency and the demand of it, that people cannot be justified through it, that the law is a schoolmaster to lead us to faith in Christ. Once you've been justified by faith, you're no longer under the schoolmaster. The law is literally there to show you that you cannot be obedient to it. So the law is there as a schoolmaster to show you that you cannot be obedient to it, so you need Jesus Christ to justify you. But a lot of these people will give you the impression that they're actually being obedient to what Jesus said, but you see that they still have their hands, they still have their eyes, and they still admit that they're sinners. Well, they haven't followed Jesus' prescriptions. As Jesus said, cut off your hands if they cause you to sin, gouge out your eyes if they cause you to sin. Oh, he's just talking metaphorically. Yet they tell you that they're still sinners. Either you're justified and not guilty in Christ Jesus by faith, or you're looking to yourself and your performance and your obedience under the law. And all who rely on the works of the law are under a curse. Cursed is everyone who doesn't continue to do all things in the book of the law to perform them. If you're going to rely on the law, your obedience to the law to be justified and the righteous person, then you better be keeping it perfectly and completely without fail.